Let me bring back in my guest, criminal defense attorney Stephen King. Stephen, this is something we can look at as a positive. This is just a difficult case to even report. But the fact that they've been able to narrow this thing down, remember, they were behind the eight ball. They didn't find out about this till 2 years after she went missing. So they're behind the eight ball. Fairly good job by the authorities to even get it narrowed down to this point.
Yeah, a lot of investigation. Maybe they were able to pick up some cameras in the neighborhood, but it seemed like they actually are pinpointing, which is relevant to the criminal charges, because you have to be able to narrow down a time frame in order to bring these type of charges.
Now, we know that Kayla and Adam were the last folks seen with her, right? At least according to what the police are reporting now. You have Kayla going up for bail. She's someone, I believe, Stephen, that there's two people in the world who know where this little girl is, right? Well, maybe three, if she's alive, the person who's with her at this point. But these two people, Adam and Kayla. You have Kayla. The state was arguing that this is a lot more serious than the charges she's facing, white-collar crimes, basically, stealing welfare benefits. Could they have done more to pressure her to give some information? Do you think the judge did the right thing in providing bail in this case?
Well, I think everybody is entitled to bail. You're entitled to be presumed innocent until you are proven guilty. And the state is going to put their best forward. And in these bail hearings, essentially, the judge has to assume everything in the complaint is true. And assuming it's true, is this person a flight risk? The gravity of the offense, all the information that's out there. But you have to be entitled to defend yourself. And it's a lot better defending yourself out of custody than in custody. So I think the judge did the right thing. He has to follow the law. The law says you have to give cash bail.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you, because at the end of the day, no matter how serious this looming issue with Harmony Montgomery is, that's not what she's charged with at this time. So my question to you is, now that we have it narrowed down to, it looks like about a couple of weeks, we know the two people who were last seen with her. What happens next? How do the police now go about finding out what happened to this little girl?
Well, it's all going to be circumstantial evidence. They're going to have to see if they can find video surveillance or cameras, especially if the defendant chooses to invoke their Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. That means they don't have to provide any sort of explanation as to what occurred. And it's going to be a circumstantial evidence case. It's going to be a tough case for them to put together. Sometimes there's even jail recordings where the defendants are in custody and they start talking about these things on the phone. Maybe the prosecution will get lucky here and be able to snag a conviction in this case.